Hey beautiful people, if it is your first time growing Roselle and you're hoping to make teas, syrups, jams, jellies, kombucha, what have you with it, now's the time to harvest. So we're here in zone 9A-ish, B-ish, we're kind of on the line, but we're in Central Florida and this is one of my Roselle plants. I want to show you when the best time to harvest it is. I've gotten a lot of questions about this, so let's take this bad boy, it's a good representation. So at the very tip of this branch you have the buds that have not yet flowered right here. Ooh, let me switch it. Here you can see the smallest buds. These have yet to flower. These buds have just flowered or closing up, about to make a calyx head. As we move down the line, here's your closed calyx heads, and then when we get to the more mature calyxes, these are what you want to harvest for jams, jellies, teas, what have you. This is what you're looking for. These fell off in the process. These are going to go to the pigs because who doesn't like a little crunchy snack? Hey Penelope, got cookies. Here you go. They won't eat them out of your hand, but they'll eat them off the ground. Hey! Okay, sorry for getting excited. Back to the Roselle. So we're going to be harvesting about a 5-gallon bucket worth of these, and then we're going to take them down and make some jam. And then these, you'll see that this is the flower head. Sometimes in the middle, move leaf. Sometimes in the middle, see how it's starting to mold? You don't really want that. So this will be a pig one. Good. Now that we have our bucket together, we are going to fill this bad boy up with water. And then after we fill this up with water, you're going to give it a few minutes, let all the little critters rise to the top, mostly spiders and ants. And then we're going to put it up on this little cage, and we're going to do a final rinse, and then we'll re-bucket them. Okay, so after pulling them out of the water, we are going to do another rinse. I'm going to give the leftover water to the pigs. For bath time, of course. Then back in the bucket they go. Now that our Roselle is clean, we're going to take it inside and get this party started. Alright, I just put my canning jars, my balls, and my balls. Okay, I just put my canning jars in the dishwasher. Super huge pot. This is what I usually water bath stuff in. And then you have these guys. So we're gonna pour these in. And you're gonna wanna start it off on like medium heat. Give you a little. Beautiful. Okay. So, alright, we're gonna take our mason jar full of water. We're just gonna pour that in there. And we have this bad boy set on medium heat. When it comes to a simmer, we're going to turn it down accordingly. Yeah, so I'll let you see it, or I'll let you see the process. This is gonna have to get up to heat, and then it'll probably be in here for about 45 minutes to an hour. Yes, put your lid on. It's been just under 20 minutes. Yum. I added just a little bit more water because of the volume of calyxes I'm dealing with, and I just want to see where we're at. So we do have a simmer going on at the bottom. That's nice. I'm going to turn down my heat from medium to a quarter below that. So between I'm around 3.5 right now. 3.5, 4. 5 being midway point. So we'll give this another probably 45 minutes or so. Alright, beautiful people, the time is now 12:42. I have been stirring this Roselle like so, almost constantly, for the past 22 minutes, give or take. And I'm going to give it a couple more minutes until I see that all of the Roselles, the larger ones, are cooked down to where I want them. Because after this step, what we're going to do is we are going to take them over. Okay, we're going to take them over and we're going to put this through a mesh strainer. Not fine mesh, just a mesh strainer to get all the chunks out, and then we're going to add our sugar and we'll almost be done. Alright guys, it is 12:47, so we are going to start straining this out. Turned off my heat. This is the largest mesh strainer I have. And so what we're going to do is we're going to filter this through, and sometimes if your mixture is very thick, it'll take longer. So what I like to do is add water, because later when you add the sugar, you're going to cook that down anyway. So the thinner it is, the quicker it goes through. And then we have our 5-gallon right here. And the 5-gallon, once you strain this out, once this strains out, we're going to take what's left, throw it in the bucket, and that's going to go back out to the fridge unless you want to make like taffy or something with it. Okay, just to give you a little demo, because I can already hear. So hard, it takes so much time. Yes it does. Yes it does. That's why it tastes so much better. I don't know if you can see that. They could use this on a horror set, no problem. Alright, so after you get all of your Roselle through your strainer, your colander, I should say, now we're left with this beautiful sauce. This is your jelly base. And then we're going to put equal parts sugar. I don't do the weighing measure thing. It always is too sweet for me, so I just do volume to volume. Alright, so as we mix in our sugar, we are just going to bring this back up to a simmer and let it cook down to the desired thickness. And then we'll be ready to put it into cans. By cans, I mean glass jars. I really need to work on my verbiage. Okay, so about this time,
yes,
we're going to have to get a taste tester. So Jaden, let me know how that is.
yes,
Yeah.
it's good.
What does it taste like?
Cheers.
Juice. I think it tastes like if a raspberry and a cherry had a cranberry accent. That's what Roselle would taste like, or Roselle Jam. So right now we have it on a plate. We're trying to see how, if it's not thick enough for me.
Let's bake
So
some.
we're gonna keep on cooking it down. This is the froth that we've ladled off, and then below is the jelly that we are going to be canning. Jarring terminology. Alright, so we let it cook down a little bit longer, canned it up, super hot, lids on, ready to rest for 24 hours, and that's it. Super easy peasy. And there you go. Roselle Jam. Jam. Jam.